Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Elder Small, and I'd like to thank you for joining me in this real brief session wherein I will review the appendix of my book, You Deserve More, the section entitled Breathing. And so as I get started, let me quote from a Sanskrit proverb, and I quote, "If you breathe well, you will live long on earth," end quote. And so for many of us, breathing is a natural phenomena that requires little or no conscious thought. That's because before we open our eyes and make our first sound, we begin to breathe. Breathing is an essential aspect of our lives. And most of us would agree that people can go without food for up to 3 or 4 weeks and without water for a few days. But without breathing, we will die within a few minutes. Our breath is nearer and dearer to us than our mothers, our fathers, our siblings, and our friends. It never leaves us. It never abandons us as long as we are alive. And as I acknowledge that breathing has been my lifelong companion, it baffles me that our physical education and biology courses offer practically no information on the importance of breathing to our overall health and well-being. How many of us have been taught that our breathing habits affect our physical, mental, and emotional health and happiness? Likewise, how many of us understand that viruses and bacteria thrive when our bodies are oxygen deprived because of improper breathing? Dr. Ashby explains that the air we breathe is imbued with subtle energy which is absorbed into our body. Consequently, the more air we take in, the more life-sustaining energy flows through our bodies. When less air is taken in, it reduces the life-sustaining energy flowing through our bodies, which then places strain on the energy channels in our bodies, resulting in physical and mental disease. And what's even more perplexing is that breathing in and of itself is a science that has been studied and understood as a vital part of our physical and mental lives for thousands of years. The Kemetic as well as the Sanskrit teaching both place emphasis on the importance of breath and breathing. The life-sustaining energy, that is, our breath, in Kemetic thought is synonymous with the concept called Shakhem. Shakhem is translated life force energy. It is also synonymous with what the Sanskrit text called Prana. Prana is translated life force or vital energy. We are told that prana flows through the body in subtle energy channels, and according to the Sanskrit text, there are approximately 72,000 energy channels called nadis crisscrossing our bodies. As long as the traffic flows unimpeded, the Shakhem arrives at its destination. The prana arrives at its destination. However, in a traffic jam, the flow of this life force energy, Shakhem, prana, it's impeded or blocked, or it can be cut off entirely. Without the nourishment of vital energy flowing to the organs and various regions of our bodies, those organs and regions or areas of our bodies may weaken or become sick. Therefore, to maintain optimum health, the body requires an unimpeded flow of life-sustaining energy, an unimpeded flow of Shakhem. One way to keep the Shakhem or prana flowing is with breathing exercises. There are 3 elements that make up a single breath. They are inhalation, exhalation, and retention. And it would be wise for us to become familiar with each of these elements. Inhalation, your lungs take in air, providing your body with one of the vital elements of life. Exhalation, the outward flow of air from the lungs, expels gaseous waste products such as carbon dioxide. In addition, it is believed by yogis that the exhalation also eliminates impurities from the mind, and that if we do not exhale completely, toxins accumulate in our bodies, which can in effect harm our minds. The retention, that is the transition between inhaling and exhaling, it occurs when we hold, or when we inhale and hold our breath. This is where the rate of gaseous exchange in the lungs increases as a result of the pressure. This means that more oxygen passes from the lungs into the bloodstream. At the same time, more carbon dioxide and other gaseous waste products pass from the blood into the lungs, ready to be eliminated with the exhalation. And so, breathing should consist of expanding the diaphragm, or pushing the stomach out, allowing the air to expand from the belly up into the lungs. This is referred to as abdominal breathing, which massages the internal organs and provides life-sustaining energy essential for maintaining optimum physical, mental, and spiritual health. It's as simple as pushing the stomach out when you breathe in, and then pulling the stomach in when you breathe out. In addition to the health benefits, this breathing technique enhances the mental and spiritual ability to control the mind while meditating. Breathing techniques enhance meditation. In general, breathing consists of inhalation, exhalation, and when meditating, a pause is inserted between the inhale and exhale. I generally inhale to the count of 5, hold to the count of 3, and exhale to the count of 5. 5, 3, 5. I inhale through my nose. Excuse me. I inhale through my nose, then exhale through my mouth. Once I feel relaxed, I breathe normally, and as I begin to concentrate, once I feel relaxed, I breathe normally as I begin to concentrate on the objective of my meditation. There are other breathing techniques that can be incorporated into our daily lives and meditation practice. But for now, the breathing technique I just described here is a good way to start. And with that, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to grant that you may experience the greatest good and supreme intelligence in your life. And I like to say, Dua Hotep, I say.